Good evening and welcome back to News Channel 21 at 6:30. I'm Joe Burns.
And I'm Kim Tobin. Nina and Adam have the night off. Hello everyone, I'm Kim Tobin.
And welcome to News Channel 21 at 6. I'm Joe Burns. We now know the names and ages of the victims from the double fatal crash last night. A band anesthesiologist convicted of rape has had his medical license formally suspended. Good evening, everyone. I'm Joe Burns. Welcome to News Channel 21 at 6. I'm Joe Burns. Patty Meehan is slowly recovering, but the health care expenses will be expensive.
Everyone, I'm Kim Tobin.
And welcome to News Channel 21 at 6. I'm Joe Burns. Occupiers filled Innovation Theater Works in Bend today, preparing themselves for another round of protests, rallies, and marches all throughout the spring.
And I'm Kim Tobin.
And welcome to News Channel 21 at 6. I'm Joe Burns. The Mexican consulate was helping to make it easier for local Mexicans here in Central Oregon.
Hello everyone, I'm Kim Tobin.
And welcome to News Channel 21 at 6. I'm Joe Burns. And welcome to News Channel 21 at 6. I'm Joe Burns. Police tell us they believe the blazes were started on purpose. They were reported early this morning, and while they weren't very large, it was still a scary situation for several neighbors. The president's address will be followed by two responses from Tea Party Republicans, Senators Marco Rubio and Rand Paul.
Well, stay with us here. Mackenzie Wilson is coming up next with your complete weather forecast.
Plus, fast food chains are looking to target those healthy eaters. See how they're trying to lure them into their restaurants next. And welcome to News Channel 21 at 6. I'm Joe Burns. It's been a tough time for the Meyer family, but today's donation of items to Saving Grace, they say, brings some good out of a terrible situation. Welcome to News Channel 21 at 6. I'm Joe Burns. Kent Couch might be known around here as the owner of the Stop and Go Shell Station, but he's also known as the Flying Lawn Chair Balloonist, and today he took flight again. Here's a look back at some of the crimes that had you talking and police busy investigating.
Channel 21 at 6, I'm Brittany Weiner.
And I'm Joe Burns. Today was the 116th Civil War for Oregon State and the University of Oregon, held at Reser Stadium. Number 5 Oregon defeated number 15 Oregon State 48-24. Hello and welcome to News Channel 21 at 6. I'm Joe Burns.
And I'm Brittany Weiner.
And I'm Joe Burns. Thanks for joining us tonight. Matt and Nina, of course, have the holiday off. We'll get to that tragic story in just a few moments. But first, if you're traveling for the holiday, important news to begin this newscast.
Welcome to News Channel 21 at 6 tonight. I'm Alicia Inns.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Joe Burns. Kim is off tonight. As violence and chaos continue in Egypt tonight, we spoke to a local American Egyptian on her thoughts about what's going on in the Middle East. Hello, everyone. Welcome to News Channel 21 at 5. I'm Joe Burns. Good evening. Welcome to News Channel 21 at 6. I'm Joe Burns.
And I'm Nina Melhoff. The Crook County Sheriff's Office already is taking care of 54 horses seized in the neglect case in January. And this week, a Prineville man was arrested and faces 24 horse neglect charges.
That could mean over 75 horses would be in the hands of the Sheriff's Office. Officials told me today they're going to closely monitor the horses and will do what they can to take care of the animals despite limited resources.
Hello, everyone. I'm Nina Melhoff.
And I'm Joe Burns in for Adam tonight. Whether or not to close the mail processing center in Bend was a heated discussion at the River House. The U.S. Postal Service held a hearing there, wanting to hear from the public why it would be important to keep it open.
Everyone, I'm Nina Melhoff.
And I'm Joe Burns in for Adam tonight. The fire was reported just before 6 at a house on Air Park Drive off Pettigrew Road in Bend. When fire crews first arrived, the garage was ablaze with flames spreading quickly. Luckily, the 4 residents inside the home were able to make it out safely. Welcome back to News Channel 21 at 6:30. I'm Joe Burns.
And I'm Adam Merrill. The seriousness of budget cuts comes into sharper focus this week as economists will advise the state legislature on how much tax money Oregon will collect.
Nobody expects an influx of money, so that means some key services might have to be cut. So what does our local delegation recommend to fix the budget? I found some answers. But with technology allowing you to do almost everything now, you can file your taxes online and now even on your phone. But how safe are your options? We asked a technology expert at Central Oregon Community College for some advice. But we've yet to hear from local bar owners, the group of businessmen and women who had to deal with what they considered Evers' heavy-handed ways. Do they believe justice has been served, and how has the relationship with the Liquor Commission changed?
Good evening, everyone. I'm Adam Merrill.
And I'm Joe Burns. It was known as Deschutes County Fire Protection District Number 1. Now will be the Redmond Fire and Rescue District. Voters overwhelmingly approved the annexation last November, and today was the first official day for the change in operation. Take a look. And I'm Joe Burns. Nina has the night off. Those 3 layoffs happened last week, but the hiring freeze is in effect now. Officials with St. Charles says it's facing a major budget shortfall, mainly because of the Oregon Health Plan. Now, earlier today, I talked to St. Charles Bend CEO Jay Henry about what happens next. And I'm Joe Burns. Nina has the night off. The road has caused some controversy with some residents and motorists and cyclists. Some motorists I talked with say the cyclists need to get over more. Now, I went out to see the road myself and to talk with one resident who's fed up. Good evening, everyone. I'm Joe Burns.
And I'm Adam Merrill. Nina has the night off tonight. Representative David Wu served Oregon's 1st congressional district in Portland since 1999, but Wu resigned this month following published allegations that he had an inappropriate sexual relationship with an 18-year-old woman.
Well, since then, several candidates continue to step in for a seat, including Brad Avakian, who was here in Bend earlier today. Now, I got a chance to catch up with him to discuss how the race is going and his feelings on David Wu. And I'm Joe Burns, filling in tonight for Nina. The bicycle diversion program began on June 1st, and while it's too early to say that crashes are down because of the class, it definitely would seem like it has helped. Now, one of the most common mistakes is wrong-way riding on the wrong side of the road towards traffic. And I'm Joe Burns, filling in for Nina. The rectangular rapid flashing beacons, as they are called, were installed in April. Since then, ODOT has been monitoring the crosswalks for driver performance and pedestrian use. A fast-moving brush fire causes quite the scare for people living in a Northeast Bend neighborhood. Thankfully, firefighters were able to put it out quickly. Good evening, I'm Joe Burns in for Nina tonight.
Adam Merrill.
And I'm Joe Burns. Yesterday we told you the state revoked the business license of Fuqua Homes, the company that built manufactured homes in Bend for decades. And today I got a chance to talk with one of the victims. A Central Oregon family was promised a home at a discount if they paid $160,000 up front. But they never got their home. Hello everyone, I'm Joe Burns in for Nina tonight. And I'm Joe Burns. Nina has the night off. The accident happened yesterday afternoon as 17-year-old Olivia Marcus was on her way home to Bend from a Portland concert.
I'm Mackenzie Wilson.
And I'm Joe Burns. When Crook County sold 160 acres of land to Apple for $5.6 million, officials in the community were ecstatic.
But the question now for the county, what to do with all that money?
I went to Prineville this morning to find the answer and to hear what you had to say. Well, to weather now, a chilly but sunny day here on the high desert. Let's get a quick check of your forecast with Mackenzie Wilson. Mackenzie? A much different weather story here on the high desert. Let's get a quick check of your forecast with Mackenzie Wilson. Mackenzie? No, I've always liked the concept of pay it forward. I know that a coffee shop in Eugene used to do that. Somebody would pay for the next person behind them. And
not a $161 coffee, though.
No.
It's big time.
Realize things will never be the same, and I'm so proud of you.
It was a second day of clear roads for me as I drove into work this morning, and it should be that way for all of you on your morning commute. And of course, let's bring in Bob Shaw to make sure I'm accurate in that. Am I, Bob?
Yeah, let me tell you.
That is true. Well, how's the weather for the rest of the
We have
day?
about a 30%.
Well, with the Super Bowl coming up this weekend, many people are planning to indulge in their favorite frosty beverage. A Montana man showed a little bit of his creative side to his girlfriend who was having a bad day at work. Thank you. We're back here at 11, but before we leave here tonight, earlier we visited Santa at the Bend River Promenade today and talked to some kids who met the big man himself. Take a look.
Searching got you wondering what's next. Don't be bitter, don't be lazy, though I...
With Travis, some clouds in the morning tomorrow, but then sunny right after.
Well, I actually won't even see the clouds tomorrow
Really?
morning.
Meteorologist Travis Knutson has been tracking those winter storms. He is in the Weather Center now with a look at your Christmas forecast. Travis? Well, a beautiful day overall here on the high desert, but what does the rest of our weekend look like? Let's get a quick check of your forecast with meteorologist Travis Knutson, who's filling in for Brittany tonight. Travis. Well, it is already Christmas on the other side of the world, which means Santa has been traveling for a while now, and I hear he's pretty close to our area. Our Travis Knutson has been tracking his flight. He's in the Weather Center to tell us his latest location. Travis? Yeah, those wanting a white Christmas are going to get it?
Oh, they're going to get it, all right.
Travis, thank you. We'll be right back. You were able to escape the building for a couple of hours. How were the roads?
They're definitely slick. I went out to dinner, and I caught myself, but I almost felt pretty good. So
I'm glad you didn't fall. That's a good thing. Thanks, Travis.
I mean, keep going, my friend. Stay on track. I'm so proud of you.
Ryan, can you imagine the emotions going through that game?
No,
I thought Washington had that. But
It was close.
yeah, very close. Ryan, thank you. Final check of your weather is next. what else was good was you getting to those 3 different sports today
It was
as
fun.
well.
It was a variety. It was different.
Yeah,
I liked it.
I did too. Ryan, thanks. We'll be right back.
Whenever doubters target you, I'm thankful that you let me be a part of you. From me to you, nothing left for me to do. But don't listen to what they say to you, cause if they knew the truth, they'd have made a move. Nothing else here for you to prove. Time to move on, don't ever look back. Don't listen to what they say to you, cause if they knew the truth, they'd have made a move. Nothing else here for you to prove. Time to move on.